right, you guys, our guest today, Cody Kicks, CEO of Canadian Diamond Boys. Dude is a boss man. He runs shit. He owns shit. Got into real estate, 18 years old. Got into jewelry, 15 years old. Guy's an entrepreneur, a poster boy for entrepreneurship. Let's hear his story. Let's get inside his head, see what motivates him, how he moves, how he thinks. Cody, what's up, bro?
What's up, everybody?
What's up?
Thanks for having me on here.
Excited to talk to you, bro. I've been wanting to for a while now, get to know you a little bit better. Okay, so I guess like my first question, bro, like what kind of childhood did you have, bro? What kind of mindset did you grow up with? Was it like a scarcity mindset or was it pretty abundant?
Good question. I mean, my dad was just training me to just be a hard worker. That was kind of the biggest thing I did. I remember him putting that in our head. So grinding was a big thing. We didn't have a lot of money, but he worked every day, and that was a big thing for me. And I seen him doing that. He didn't go out of town working. He stayed home to try to stay local to us to try to stick with me. And I have two sisters as well, and just kind of taught us that growing all the way up. And this was back in the day. He'd be hustling, always side hustles, like something going on. He'd be, if it was just shoveling snow on different areas of buildings and businesses to, man, I remember one time he used to gather up cardboard. And then that was when cardboard was worth, and he'd fill this old little truck up to the top as high as you could go with like 4x8 sheets of plywood on the side. And we would sag it all the way in. We lived in the country, so we'd drive it out into the city, and he would just get all that cardboard from different businesses for free and then go and trade it in. So he always had like a little, trying to drum up some money mindset. And he put that in me and trained me on it. So we've been grinding it, and no fear on that. Just keep going. No, don't really care what people think,
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, man. That's what so you would say he was like the biggest influence on you to just gotta fucking get up and go and get it.
100%. Yeah. You want something, you got to go get
it.
Yeah.
Because, bro, it's super impressive. I mean, 15 years old, when I was 15, I was nowhere near fucking trying to start my own business and hustle jewelry, right? So
right.
You made your first grill at 15 years old. Right, and then you're pretty well traveled, bro. You went all over the place to learn and study with like all the jewelry makers. Tell us a little bit about that whole process.
Yeah, some of that whole starting point, just to bring it back to the square one, I did the jewelry for myself. I bought and purchased jewelry. I was probably like 13, 14. There was a jeweler that was close to me where I grew up, and he would kind of educate me on how he was building it. Or I would buy those stamped out nugget rings out of the showroom of any shop you can still buy today, and I would get the backs filled or sized for different fingers. And then my friends started asking, hey, where did you get that? So I had the connection, who's one of my boys, Jimbo. We still work together to this day, and he kind of trained me and showed me the process. So learning what I have from fabrication and welding, I took it. It's just smaller now, right? And I was building bikes and welding stuff up and rails for snowboarding and grinding and skateboarding and all that. So I kind of had that already and put it into play. So
yeah, because I guess you're fabricating metal stuff, so you just might as well fabricate some gold shit.
Exactly, it's just smaller scale. Yeah. So yeah, learning that from there. As soon as I had the jewelry, grills was another thing. And once I had my first grill, people asked me where I got it from. So putting business into place, right?
Yeah, okay, so how was Paul Wall? I mean, that one song kind of like gave the grills like a whole big promotion, right? Big push. Yeah. What was your interactions with him? I believe that he brought you up on stage one time, gave you a shout out.
Yeah, multiple times. But
okay.
Paul's a homie. It's just his birthday too, actually. Shout out to Paul Wall. That guy's he is such an OG stand-up man. Like family man, but also business, everything. He just really wanted to see other people's success. So I was young at that point. I didn't know him originally when I got my grills. I knew of him. So the guy that provided me with my first grill, he went to Louisiana Tech. He played for the football team there. And he came up here. He was playing football in Canada. That's how I kind of met him. He had a gold grill. I got my gold grill through him. His brother still lived down there. And that's my boy Coop. And they kind of had that Houston culture. He was all South. He grew up in Waco. And, Baylor University's out there, all the football boys, so it kind of mixes in between. And once I got the grill from him, I kind of learned how the process was. And then it really originated from the Houston culture. And so I was able to kind of make that bridge from Alberta, Canada in general, right to Houston. So as soon as I got into that, I met Paul. The grill song kind of came out. and I had been wholesaling with Johnny Dang. And Johnny Dang and Paul partners, and they kind of blew it up from that point. And after that, it was just, I kind of got associated with them because I was a wholesaler through Johnny Dang. Johnny Dang made my grills when I was a little kid. And that was it. Paul knew about it, and we just kind of connected. I met him. He was doing some tours out here and doing shows, and that was it. He's like, man, you do all the grills out here. I heard about you, kind of thing. And just kind of put me onto the spot and just like showed me out in my own city too. He did that, and I was like, damn. After that, the phone was ringing.
That was crazy because like you can't, yeah, man. That's like the best case scenario promotion you can get. That song was banging, man.
Yeah.
I didn't know what grills were until I heard that one. I remember back in the day, right?
Yeah.
And then of course, I thought only maybe like, maybe that's the black culture thing, that's what everybody thought, but then, see the white boys rocking it, you guys are wearing it, right? So kind of brought that open to, everyone else sort of thing, right? So that's kind of cool. But also too, you made some fucking crazy moves, bro. Like I know you went to India, straight to the diamond fucking cutting factory place.
Yes.
And you like cut out like 5 middlemen. So what was the biggest takeaway from there, bro? How was the culture? How was everything there?
That's a solid question. For the jewelry industry that I knew it versus what I know now, crazy growth of everything for the whole entire market and culture. Now we have a cutting facility in Surat, India, which we started that in 2017. So I just kind of realized where the chain is coming from. So like when you're digging in, trying to get new resources and provide better price points, materials, whatever it is, you have to see where it's going. We had Russian cut diamonds quite a bit I was ordering through, but there's just multiple people in between that and when you're importing. So learning that, I want to go directly to the source, try to cut out some middlemen, provide a little bit better of a process for my clients. And then also quality-wise, we can now regulate the standards, see what it's at, have everybody in that. So we decided, I just booked a flight one day, flew out. We went to Mumbai first, met a couple of people. I had a couple of contacts there already from mutual friends, and that was it. I met one guy, my boy, and he just said, man, come over here. I'll set you up and we'll go do everything. So he just took me in, showed me all this stuff. So now I still see people and they're like, man, I seen you in India like 5 years, 10 years ago.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah. So that was a good move for us, for our customers and for our business.
That's still, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, bro. So what do you got right now? So you got locations. We got Edmonton, right? That's your headquarters in Edmonton right now. Then you have the Vancouver also, right? We got our boy Clay. That's like running your side of the business here, right? My homie, I known him fucking my whole life pretty much, right?
I feel like that's how we kind of got.
We kind of connected through him, right? Yeah.
He's a good connector, hey?
Yeah. No, he's a dope dude, man. He's an entrepreneur. He's, he does shit.
He's pushing,
So what about, I seen there's something in Toronto that you guys are opening up a showroom. Tell us a little bit about that,
That's
bro.
right,
That looked pretty sick on the camera, bro. They look crazy. Yeah.
Exclusive drop right now, the Toronto office. So we have a lot of clients in Toronto naturally. Big market out there. We ship worldwide, but Toronto, we ship a lot. That was a partner and a wholesaler for the last 10 years. I've known one of my clients originally started as a client, then kind of put through his network. So we're supplying it. He's hit me up. Hey, I want to open up a shop. I want to open up a Diamond Boys here, this and that. I said, man, you know what? I don't want to necessarily open up these stores. I want to open up my business inside of your store. I want to open my booth up inside of your store, similar to what happens with other brands around, so that I can really establish. It's hard.
Piggyback. Yeah. If somebody's already established, right? That makes sense.
Yeah, they're going to go harder than, a collab. Just so then my clients can go there, buy the merchandise they're already looking for, and you can serve your clients with whatever else you're doing. So we decided to go that way. We built out the store there. We're just finishing up for our showcases, and they're going to be up. So we have a physical location for clients to come into, and that's our flagship of Toronto. So
perfect, bro. Yeah, we'll drop some information for everybody to locate you guys over there. When is that going to be open and good to go?
We are good in about 30 days. We should have our showcases in there. And I mean, we still do appointments right now in there. It's a little bit more low key, but we want to have that jewelry showcase so you can come in and actually feel, touch, and try on some jewelry.
Perfect, brother. Okay. Yeah. So the watch game, your watch game is pretty strong too, bro. What's the most expensive watch you ever bought, bro?
Purchase price?
Yeah.
Damn. close pushing a half a mil.
Yeah,
Close
yeah,
to half a mil. Some of them Pateks. During COVID was the highest we've ever paid for watches.
Yeah.
So some of them,
Yeah.
that's it. And some of those watches we lost big due on. So
Yeah, tell us about some losses, bro. Like, was there ever like a big fucking couple $100K flop that you fucked up
Yeah.
on? Like, tell us.
well, my business partner and I in Toronto, one of the larger losses of that I was associated with is the Patek 5980. So the hype was so real, everybody was going to discontinue, and so everyone's grabbing it. The watch goes up in price. It's $450K at this time, and it's during COVID. It's discontinued. They're never making it again, this and that. And then the purchase is made, and then it comes time to sell. The price dropped. That was it, dude. That was over. It was. I think we sold it for. It was like $200K.
200K, so it was like 250 loss. Hey,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. So that's a big hit, man. But we win some and lose most, right?
Yeah. What about some like, bro, like throughout your whole like career, bro, was there ever times where you just like, fuck this, man? Like, I'm pretty much like thinking about quitting. Was there something that's super disencouraging, like some blocks in the road, like anything like that, bro?
Yeah, business wise, ultimately, if you've done it, you know, there's the day that you get up and you're like, I don't want to do none of this. Yeah. And you just keep going. That's what I think, the consistency and you keep it going. That's how you really win. You don't have to be the best every single day, but you got to be better than the day before if you can, and just keep it up and just consistent all the way. So there's a lot of days you get up. I'm managing staff and workers, that's a whole nother aspect I have to learn. I'm not the best manager. I just bark if I need to or do it myself. But, you know, that's the young me. You got to grow up and be a little bit more. You can't be, arrogant and be an asshole either. You're trying to direct a team. So without a team, though, I don't think a lot of people will get as far as they think in their head individually. So when you do establish a team, which I have for a long time now, we have a very solid team. And I think that's what is a root of a lot of our success, for everybody really integrated in the success of that. So, but you know how it goes when you don't want to get up. You just got to keep going, man.
Yeah, bro, for sure. That's 100%, man. It takes some skill to become a good leader, bro. Honestly, it took me a while to be able to run my staff, and like, whenever they fuck up, I won't say I just blame myself first, because I'm like, hey, like, I didn't teach you, I didn't train you properly, right?
True.
I take the accountability, so that's what kind of helped me a lot. You got some great fucking staff, bro. Like, you know, Dow. Yeah. What does Dow do for the company right now? What's his role in there?
Dow's deep in we've been doing business. This is now 10 years.
Yeah, you guys met at the concert. He's seen your grill, and that was it, right?
Exactly. That was the start of it. He was on tour with Mad Child. They were doing like a pretty large tour. They were on the bus, and he'd seen the grill. A mutual friend introduced us, and he said, "Man, we got to get grills right now." So I just ended up grilling everybody that night. Actually, you know what's crazy is Highlight and some other guys were on that tour as well, and he's on tour right now in our city today with Jelly Roll. So they're doing stadiums now, which was super cool. So we got a couple pieces dropping for those boys right now as well. And Dow he's that mesh of all that. That's what Dow does the best. He has such a great network, and that's where we really collaborate at the beginning. Now he's a little bit more in the deeper management partnership. We do a lot more of just decision making, kind of driving. He's very, very deep in the custom game too, so he's like the head of our custom.
Yes,
he does design. He's the artist guy, right?
That's right. That's right.
He's very sharp on that.
Yeah, he did a couple of pieces.
Yeah, you
for
got
me
some
as
customs,
well. Yeah,
yeah.
I got a couple of customs from you guys.
Sick.
Okay, so you got your old lady Haley, right? She's doing part of it. You got Smoke.
Yeah, we got Smoke here. Sorry, I'm gonna.
And you got somebody behind the scenes as well that you had forever, the manufacturing guy that's like doing a lot of you guys'.
Yeah, so we have we got a solid team. There's usually bouncing around at the shop. There's usually 10 of us, 8 to 10 on average, between everybody physically at our flagship location. There's shipping department. We've got the web online department. We have all of our showroom sales department. We got online sales. We have management and all that other stuff in the back end. So there's a lot of moving parts of the business. But Haley, everybody knows Haley. Instagram, she's really good on our marketing content, helps us with like shoots and different things like that, getting us like looking good, making sure we're on point, dressed half-ass.
I was hoping you'd bring her for some hair and makeup tips today, bro.
First she's sharp on it, dude.
That's
what she does. So
That's
she's
perfect.
good and trendy on that. Khalil, he's on it. He's very in touch with a lot of people that are in the music culture, which is good for us as well. It's a lot of our business base is the jewelry and music culture. And then we have a couple other people in the backgrounds and stuff that have always helped us out. And content-wise, that's the biggest thing when we're producing content. If people are on there networking, there's videographer, filmer, like Tristan and stuff like that. We're doing the vlogs. We're doing this stuff, podcasts. You know, usually the podcast is Dow and Khalil. We just sit there. But I think Haley's been on 1 or 2 times.
Nice. So. Yeah, I got to catch up. I only seen one. Yeah. I wanted to see more. You guys got like coolest custom pieces I've ever seen. That Alberta piece with like a pump jack and shit. That was crazy, bro. You know what I mean?
Right?
Yeah, a couple of people from the audience. I mean, this one girl was wondering. She's like, I want a joint pendant. And I was wondering how you would do that. Would it be like a whole 3D, like a full joint with like a ruby at the end and like a smoke coming off of it?
Yeah.
Or it would just be like a half, like a flat in the back kind of thing?
Crazy question on that, or topic on that one. I did a pendant for Raw, the fellow that owns Raw, Josh. One of my homies in LA hooked me up with them. We produced a Raw joint, you know, the papers, and it's got the ruby end, but you can fit a raw cone inside, and you close it up so you can wear it on a pendant.
Oh, okay.
So I produced, that would be the second or third one. I think the first one, it was just a fan wanted it of Raw, and he smoked out of it.
Okay,
it was like a little one hitter. It was kind of funny, but the most random, unique stuff. But we finish up the edges. You know, it's a pretty artistic form. Finish it, get the edge looking like a piece of paper, and
it's like a little texture on the.
Yeah,
it looks like a little joint,
and it looks cool. So I mean, pretty much you just think about it, and we can go through it. A lot of times, it's a headache to do these crazy, elaborate little mini projects, but we still get them because they're so unique and cool.
Yeah, because it's cool. It's fun, bro, right? It's a good experience.
Yeah.
What do you got on there right now, bro? What are you rocking?
Date 840, standard with the black. These are...
Quick 50K.
Yeah, they're both 50. Well, this is a discontinued dial model. So that's what I find with watches is the dials are where it's at. I have a turquoise 36 millimeter.
That's my favorite, bro. I seen you rocking that one. That's the fucking best. The turquoise shit is fucking gets me, bro.
That dial is like 50K.
Yeah, just the dial alone.
It's worth more than the whole 40 mil. Just
crazy,
the dial,
bro.
but people don't know. They just oh cool, nice little 36, and you're like, this.
Yeah.
It's got a.
I prefer a 36 over 41. You know, it'd be kind of like almost like Sopranos, fucking. You know what I mean?
That's the OG classic.
Yeah, the OG shit, right?
It keeps out of the way. I got a smaller wrist, and you wear 2 watches. You don't want to wear 2 40s.
Exactly. Yeah. What was that watch that you messed up riding a dirt bike, bro? You know, you destroyed one rolly, and it was.
I've done that a couple times.
Okay, it wasn't just
my
once.
customers.
You don't learn it, bro.
No, that's another one. You know, I did actually do a crazy wipeout in Kelowna. We were partying, and I went downtown on my 110. We were going to the beach. Everybody was meeting downtown to go out, and I was doing a wheelie, and there was a security guards chasing us in the park, and I wiped out, and I just remember holding my one arm up. I flipped out. It was like kind of wet out and stuff, but I didn't scratch it up that time. But I said, man, don't wear the turquoise on the dirt bike. The other pieces, dirt bike, and we've had just riding bicycles, skateboards, and scooters. People come in all the time, scratch their whole watch up, blow diamonds out of it, and that's it. So a lot of times what someone will do is they'll wreck like a Datejust or something. They'll be scootering around, you know, those little bird scooters, wipe out, wreck it so bad. They bring it in to replace it, you know, buying a new bracelet or case, or a bezel. It's a huge amount of money. So that's when we end up we'll diamond set those pieces. Yeah. Just fill them with ice, clean them up, and then you can really
cover up the damage.
Yeah, cover it with the diamond. So that's a good. If you do scratch your watch,
I know, bro. I was on my mountain bike, fucking, and my homie here, my other homie that lives in the building, he's got a couple of nice pieces too, and he's like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, where you riding your mountain bike? I'm like, bro, I'm just cruising in the streets. I'm not doing down shit. He's like, still, buddy, like, don't, you know, what are you doing, right? But
calculated risk.
I'll just rock the Seiko for sure.
Do whatever you want.
The
man.
Arnie for the fucking the bike.
Just run it.
But oh yeah, bro. So you did a grill for MGK Machine Gun Kelly as well, right?
Yeah, it's another pretty good highlight, I would say.
Yeah. How did that happen, bro? Who reached out?
Another mutual friend of ours, Ace. Shout out to my boy Ace. He's pretty deep in the music scene in Los Angeles and stuff. And Demrick hooked me up with Ace years back, maybe 8-10 years ago. So I'm spending a lot of time in LA at that time. And he's like, man, you got to get Kels a grill. And I was like, yeah, let me chop it up with him. You know, I had met him on Crossing Pass and stuff. And one of my friends here books him all the time for shows. And this is before they're doing arenas. And we went ahead and he's like, man, when I get in the mood, I want to get a grill like top and bottom. I was like, let's do it. And we fit him up and he's pretty casual. I think I was in LA. I went over to his crib. They were just like, dropping a new album and we just chopped it up, got to listen to the whole album. It was a jam.
Yo, that's sick, bro.
And then fitted him up, and I had already been making him a pendant originally, Rap Devil piece. He was fighting with Eminem on the Rap Devil thing.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So I was like, yo, let's drop a piece right now.
Yeah,
right?
that was crazy, bro. Yeah, they had a little battle going on. That's cool.
Yeah, we made that chain for him. He was pumped, and then he's like, man, I really want a grill. So we just went ahead and made that happen, and then that was it. He just grinding with the grill.
Fuck yeah.
Sick. Yeah, I don't know what's coming up next. We got a few pieces cooking right now. There's some heater coming out.
I'm excited to see where you guys gonna fucking go with the whole this. Like, what are the plans for the Gold Teeth Canada and the Canadian? What is the difference between Gold Teeth Canada and Canadian Diamond Boys? Just to clarify, like, what are we?
Let's be specific.
Yeah.
So I essentially have 3 brands. So I've always been building the brands. Originally, when I started, people were like, hey, why don't you just like use our name and then build it up? And I was like, no, I want to have my own thing because I want to make this shit in my own factory, in my own workshop with my own ideas. The Gold Teeth Canada was the original. As you knew, the grills stuck out. That was the difference. I'm very different on that. And I do the best grills in North America. We make the cleanest grills. Quality-wise, not the most grills, but the best, cleanest grills. And our diamond saying. So Gold Teeth Canada, that's the grills brand. Canadian Diamond Boys, the lifestyle brand. That's all of our people, our friends, our family, our network, everybody like rocking it. Man, you're a diamond boy like that. You know what I mean? Like we just put that in. And that originally started in between here and Houston. You can hear the Diamond Boys in Houston. That's like Johnny, Paul, and everybody. Yeah. They put an album out.
Okay.
That was
sense. Yeah, that's
before
right,
when Diamond Boys wasn't really a thing. So we just were the Canadian Diamond Boys. It was like Dow, D-Rock, and I. We were traveling, and we'd always shake it up with everybody. And then we have Cachet as well, which is our 3rd brand. That's more of my luxury brand.
Ooh,
you haven't seen that
heard
as
about
much.
that one yet, bro.
So Cachet Lisée is the brand name. That's kind of what we're putting in the booths and the stores and other people's locations. It's bridal, very, very high-end, elegant, like detailed jewelry collection. So the 18 karat plus, like the no budget, green light stuff, you know?
Nice. What are these sunglasses you got on, bro? They look like nice little cloud masters.
Yeah, these are just standard. These are the Chrome Hearts.
Yeah, that's right.
These ones are the Plonkers. I mean, Chrome Hearts is a cool thing. They went a little bit. I didn't really know what Chrome Hearts was until...
Me neither, until just literally like a month ago, bro. Yeah.
Well, I've been a little longer than that, but
I know,
see it big.
I'm a little behind, right?
Shout out to Moses in New York, one of our homies out there. He's been going a little bit. Him and Benny, I don't know if you've seen them on Instagram. They go nuts back and forth. They're doing the jewelry wars over there.
Oh my God, that's right.
Yeah.
Benny's that brown guy, right?
Benny the jeweler, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
You'll
Okay. Yeah,
everybody in New York's got a good buzz going on right now. They're cooking, but... he kind of put it, I feel like Moses put it really hard on the limelight. Like a lot of people got eyes on Chrome Hearts after that. I originally learned about it was through Haley, and I was traveling, I think we were in St. Barth or something like that, and she's like, yo, we got to stop at these stores. And there's like all this shopping. It's kind of European over there. It's a France country, right? And we went over, and I seen, I was like, man, this is crazy. It's silver jewelry, and it's thousands and thousands of dollars. I was like, man, this is an amazing brand, you know? Yeah. Silver's not that much expensive. You create different ideas and you can sell them for, you know, thousands of dollars. So it's sick.
Fucking beautiful, bro.
Yeah.
I love that whole thing, man. It's great, man. Yeah, let's do the real estate thing now.
Yeah,
so tell me about this house when you bought when you were 18. Is that right? And you sold it like about 6 months later. It was some trap house, and you fucking fixed it out, turning trap house into family homes kind of deal,
exactly,
right?
Yeah, taking trap houses into trap homes.
Trap homes. That's right. Yeah.
That's technically the first I would say like signed on deal that I was a part of, but there's other times. Originally, I see the value in something. I learned about it. The market kind of boomed at that time around in Edmonton, Alberta area, stuff like that. I had a girlfriend who her mom was like, "Yo, I'm gonna sell the house." I tried to get had the down payment for it, but I couldn't get the finance on it. And I was 18 at the time, and I ended up just brokering the deal. So my friend lives in the house still to this day, and
nice.
the realtor is one of my good homies' father at the time. I was like, "Yo, this guy wants to buy this house for this much money and make this happen." So it kind of clicked up. That was the first one. The second one was in that trap house, to a trap home, and we created. It was on the corner. It was going to be it was zoned for just residential. Zoned it to commercial, and then the market kind of boomed up. So it was a quick flip, right? That one, now they have actually developed on it. Whoever bought it later, they sold it, then bought it again, tore down the house, and then did the zoning that we had transferred the zone to. And then the next one after that, I just went into another family home. It was kind of more of a personal piece. Then first thing I did, threw a huge eviction party, gutted it out, put like $100K into it, made it sick. And then I still have that place today. It's just a rental as well. Really sick pad. The property size was huge. So I ended up developing in the back, and that was my first brand new building. So I poured a pad, engineered slab, built up 2-story. It's like a kind of a huge bachelor pad man cave. It's got like 21-foot ceilings in the top.
Cool, bro.
And
Nice.
like single bedroom, but having kids, you start learning, and that was like kind of my home. I was like, I want to stay here. I still visit it. It's still a rental to this day, and it's great. I can't live in it though. There's only 1 bedroom. So learning what I would do now, make it bigger if I was for personal, but it's a great bachelor pad. I got a buddy and his girl living in there right now, and they've been there for, I don't know. I don't even know if they're ever going to leave. It's so sick.
Shit, hey? Yeah, so it's rentals, right?
Yeah,
that's
all
awesome,
rentals,
bro.
yeah.
That's great, bro. That's probably paid off by now, hey?
Just about. We would keep going. We've been putting in. I think I spent like $250, $250,000 just on the garage suite, like doing that. So
did you have a designer, guys? The architect do designing the approving? Like you would just look at design, the blueprint, right? We're gonna make it like this, and you had to honestly obviously a big input into that, right?
Yeah, so I had to learn that process. That was what is cool about that. For a new building is different than renovation. Well, renovation, you still need permits and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get them, sometimes I didn't. I was pretty young, didn't know what I'm doing. I learned with that one, I had to actually go to the city, bring it up. I was the first person to develop that garage suite carriage house in that whole entire district. So this is Sturgeon and stuff like that. They didn't have this originally, and I learned about it in Vancouver and Calgary, which you would know. Rent is so high, people were building these carriage houses on the back of their property. But there's all these variances. You have to have lot coverage. You have to have all the technical stuff for height. You can't go higher than the existing house. All this, or you have to apply for permits. So there was a big process. I did the sketch drawing, got someone to put it in to a blueprints on black line so I could see it, and then built it up from there.
Nice.
So it's a bit of a process. It's cool though.
That's kind of cool, bro. When you draw something on paper and you kind of see that shit come up, man. That's amazing, bro. That's like, you agree?
It's fun.
So
you get into real estate too a little bit, or what?
I'm gonna get into, bro. Like, I'm just gonna try to buy. I got my buddy that he's buying up these little apartment buildings, right? And then he'll buy the whole unit out, all the units out, and then all of a sudden the price goes up.
Yeah.
The bank gives you a lot of money for your renos them. So I'm just bro. I have a nice chunk of cash, so I'm just gonna invest, and we're gonna start fucking plugging away at it.
Yeah. Do the reflies. Those are the best way.
Yeah. Are you kind of buying little apartment buildings too and stuff? Did you try to fuck with that?
I looked at a few to get into. Getting into the commercial. I recently purchased a building on Jasper Ave here in Edmonton.
Okay.
Which that's going to be our new headquarters of it. So we'll move the Diamond Boys over there and have everything. So we have everything under one roof. Right now we're spread between 3 different places, which kind of hurts us a little bit. We have walls in between us essentially.
3 fucking rents and shit, right?
Yeah, it's a lot. Well, a couple rents and just all that. And just managing staff and stuff outside of the same building is also a little bit of headache logistically. So doing that, we're gonna build that up, build a flagship, more of an entertainment place for people to come in and enjoy their time. You can have a chill zone, meetings, showroom, everything, private VIP stuff. entertainment, action-packed stuff, and then we'll lease it from us. I got another holding comp.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, that's how you do it.
That's the program.
That's so sick, bro. Okay, so how many projects do you think you've done already in real estate? How many houses? How many buildings? What do you got under your belts?
With this next little bit, I'll have 10 doors. Right now I have 5 doors, and I've got a couple other things cooking right now. So I want to get those other doors changed up. Residential, I got 5 doors, and I'm gonna get whatever happens on my commercial. I already have the building. We haven't built it. Right now there's technically 2 suites there, 2 rental units. It's not rented out. It's been two years. It's been sitting there chilling. Okay. I had the tax bill coming. I'm like, damn, man, I had this thing sitting here for 2 years. It was like 20 grand in taxes.
Fuck, eh?
Just gone, but it's fine. It's sitting. At least you got the property.
Whatever, yeah.
And then
you got to take some losses here and there, right?
Yeah, it's pretty cheap. At 20 grand for 2 years, it's paid for. We just paid it cash, so that was all right. Then the next one we're gonna do. It was a little residential component with commercial built into it. And that's another little side project I was thinking about close on just to get to that 10 door. Then I can leave that for my kids or whatever and take it from there.
Perfect. You're building an empire, bro. So what are some of the fucking challenges that you had with the real estate? Was there any kind of big flops and fuck ups or?
Damn. Yeah.
That's okay to hear.
This one property I was making, we bought it during, maybe it was like 2018. It sat for a year or two. What happened was the guy moved out and the renter moved out. He had been there for 9 years, and then the owner didn't live in the city anymore. He's like, man, he said, man, you want to buy it? And I was like, let's get it. And I was able to do it at the time. I gave him a down payment on it, made an intent to purchase, went through the paperwork, got it. It sat there. And my dad stopped by at one time, maybe like a year later, and there was some dude chilling in the basement, and he was like living in there, some clucker or something like that. And I was like, wow, we got to do something with this property. And I gutted it, renoed it, and the budget was, I think it was like 60 or 100K at the beginning of what I established.
Okay.
Dude, I was like $250,000 by the time I was done. So
shit.
I sauced it up. It's sick though, great pad. And those are some of the things, you learn from those especially when you don't have a lot of guys working. If you're building and stuff, you hear these guys, I could make it for whatever it is, $200 a square foot or $150 a square foot. It's not coming out like that. That's like a shell.
Yeah.
You still got to put up drywall, electricity, all this. They got all these big talk, but it doesn't. So.
Because you get down and dirty, bro. You do a lot of the shit yourself. I see the videos, bro. You rip your shit out. You're dirty. You're fucking, you're out there fucking digging dirt and fucking. So of course,
I have fun doing it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you're building your own shit. That's always good. That's always fun. Okay, bro. So fuck, man. What do you think about all day? Like, what kind of mindset are you in? Like, it's got to be. Well, it's definitely a winning one. Like a winning mindset, right? Like, did you ever have to do any kind of like self development, self help books and shit like that? Did you ever have to meditate and fucking visualize and do manifestation exercises and shit like that?
Yeah, solid question. I mean, the best thing that I've done for myself is work on everything. I attain anything I learn, third party perspectives, whatever it is. You got to put yourself in that. So discipline. Biggest thing people don't have nowadays is discipline. They're just like, it's so easy to win when you just do something consistently with discipline. You're just gonna win, no matter what gym, whatever it is. People want that instant reward. So I feel like I've done that. I'm learning a little bit. Health is a big thing. Just being a little bit more active, healthy and stuff like that. It just helps your mind. Then you go in. It's less stressful. If I don't do something in the morning where I'm feeling. I had an injury for a while, for instance, and then you just like you're not moving as much and you don't go to the gym, and then you try to go tackle on these big, crazy, stressful things, it's going to hit you harder.
Yes.
So I think those days are easier when you focus on yourself, eating good, training good, making sure you're at least somewhat fit and physical. And then you go into the war zone and it's not as bad as you think it is, right?
Yeah.
So that's a big thing. I would say I never done any crazy like ayahuasca stuff. I've looked at entertaining it. I don't know if you have, but
yeah, I never got to that point. I was always gonna do it once, but I never got around. It wasn't my time.
I think if I do it, I'll fly down to Mexico and
you gotta go somewhere and do it with a shaman properly somewhere. I think it's like it's better done in like. a different region of a geographical area.
Oh, okay.
That's where it's like more engaging and more like crazy, and
Right.
like that mid section in the tropics. I think.
Yeah.
It's a little bit. It doesn't. I guess it doesn't affect you as much in fucking Canada,
Right.
or something like that. That's what I heard, right? But yeah, that's super interesting shit. Yeah.
What about there's other things like you do the deprivation tanks and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. Honestly, I've never done that yet. Like I've done, I've done a tremendous amount of work and like meditation, because I've like done. I have a fucking stack of certificates, like a Reiki master, fucking meditation instructor,
Sick.
fucking shamanic healer, bro. Like I've done fucking holy crystal work and just crazy shit that I've learned over the years. To me, like I had to wash myself, like through like countless hours of like fucking, like neuro-linguistic programming and shit like that,
Right.
right? Because I grew up in like a scarcity mindset, money doesn't grow on trees kind of shit. It's hard
Yeah.
to make money. So kind of broke out of that. But yeah, that was a big process. So what is your daily routine, bro? Like, what do you like to do? So I know you fucking broke your leg doing some crazy shit on Harleys. You also, fucking homeboy also rides bikes, anything with two wheels,
Like
BMXs,
bikes.
dirt bikes, and fucking you stunt Harleys.
Yeah.
You got like a stunting crew, right?
Yeah, we got a local one, Twin
Yeah,
West.
yeah, that's cool,
what's
bro.
up,
That's
yeah.
crazy, because I didn't even know about that till the summer. Till you had a broken leg and you were out in your little fucking
On my scooter?
on your scooter with a broken leg, and you're out there fucking lighting fires. Guys are doing wheelies with chicks in the back, and fucking
Yeah.
it was all crazy kind of shit.
That's what it's
So
about.
that was super cool, bro. Yeah, you're involved with that shit, riding bikes. I guess, like, did your pops rode bikes, right?
My pop's got me into motorcycles. He's been a motorcycle guy since he was born, I think,
Mm-hmm.
too. So he lived a refined lifestyle all the way till still, I think, to this day. He's on motorcycles. That's all he talks about. And he got me into bikes. Riding dirt bikes is kind of a big thing that changed my life, I would say, on that. But I've been riding Harley since I was, 12, 13. And my dad got me into that. Now we took the Harley riding. There's a big community of the stunt community, which is, doing wheelies and burnouts and drifting Harleys and stuff like that. That's super cool. So I got the boys here. Everybody kind of has the same mindset, so we all hang out. That's the Twin West crew. And there's a lot of guys building bikes and, learning that. And I got my boys in the States as well, the Concrete Cowboys, who I spend a lot of time with. And we do the shows going all over the place, a little bit more of a higher scale of it. And that's probably the coolest stuff. Go down to Sturgis Bike Week.
That's sick, bro. Yeah.
Just in Daytona as well. So.
I wish it was a lot. I wish I'll go to the States one day. I'll
Get
my
a pardon,
Yeah, I'll
man.
get
Yeah.
my pardon, and we'll make it down there, bro. I'll ride down there.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll become the fucking 51st state. Take
You
us,
just
take
go.
Alberta. Let's
No,
go.
no. No border, though. There we go. I like it. Yeah.
Exactly, man. Fuck that little line.
Yeah,
That's
it'd be
awesome.
sick. Yeah, bikes bring a lot of people together, and they keep you fit, especially riding dirt bikes. That's a big thing for getting back onto. You asked what's the routine like? If we didn't have snow, we would be riding bikes all year round. So a lot of times we travel to the States. That's what I did when I was early 20s. I wanted to race motocross all the time I was growing up. I did a few local stuff, but this other guy, he said, "Hey man, you got to go to California." And that's kind of where you see dirt bikes.
That's where
right?
it's at. Yeah.
That changed my life, man. That got me into health and nutrition, training properly. I went to a training camp there for a month and a half, 2 months. My first time, I just drove my truck down, booked it online, called the guys, like, yeah, no problem, come down. I went into this. I was a straight goon, raced one race in my life.
Oh, shit.
And I went there and I just wanted to learn about, how the race thing goes. And it was just like an organization people are going to every weekend. And I got to ride there with every single person in there was like basically just pros are going to be,
Oh, that's sick, bro. Yeah.
And they taught us the whole training routine was great. Getting in physical shape. I've never been in better shape in my life than that physical time. We were there doing nutrition as well. And so shout out to Todd Shumlick. He's a sick trainer for motocross and mountain bikes. And he's a Red Bull nutritionist, I believe, at that time or something. So he taught me how to eat. I showed up with like corn flakes and shit, like the worst
Arby's,
food.
bro.
Straight up
I know you like Arby's.
Yeah, I fuck with Arby's. Shout out to Arby's, man.
That's gonna be my next question. What do you eat all day, bro? Like, what's your diet like?
Man, My favorite, I just eat steaks. Like,
Okay, yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
grill steaks. That's probably the most thing I eat ever. Rib eyes just on the grill. Then just eat. I eat pretty healthy
Pretty
overall.
healthy, yeah.
I got the
Yeah.
little one too. She wants to eat healthy. We eat just about anything. Sushi, Mexican, that's kind of our top ones, and then steaks at home. We eat that. Get into it, but having a nutrition diet, like trying to be a little bit more based. Don't get me wrong. I hit that McDonald's once in a while. Like, I ain't trying to front.
Yeah.
It happens,
I know you like
especially-
your Arby's, and I know you hate the straws, bro. That was a big thing.
Arby's. Yo, Arby's is hard though because they had the plastic
they still have the
straws
plastic
to
straws.
the day.
Oh, shit,
They
dude.
ain't selling out.
Didn't that Trump sign the new fucking thing? The executive order to ban the fucking the
Shout out
paper
to Trump for
straws.
that.
yeah,
dude.
I know.
There's
That-
nothing worse than slurping
Oh,
on
it was
on a
terrible. Those
paper
things
straw.
are terrible, man.
Whose
That's
idea was
fucking
that?
shitty, bro. I didn't even know.
And what is the idea with the people with the bags? When you go to a drive-through, if you do and you order some stuff, they're like, "Do you need a bag?" And we're talking like we're talking 20 cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Do you need a bag? Why don't you just ask yourself if you need a bag? Can you just hand me them? Where am I gonna put them? In my pocket?
Yeah. It's kind of like
Crazy.
I mean, some of these people, they're just in the trash. They're just NPCs, non playable characters.
There's something,
they're just doing
they
their,
didn't think,
because they're like not really understanding the logic. Unfortunately, that's a lot of what I see around right now. But
we got sidetracked. But process-based thinking, you can adapt it to anything in the world.
Yeah.
That goes along with your discipline. If someone tells you to do something, you don't need to necessarily ask them, but you should think, why am I doing this? Doesn't matter what it is. If I'm asking someone to do a paper bag thing, like it should just pass up the chain. Like, who made this rule? This is dumb. Just charge it.
this bullshit fucking environmental
It's
shit.
crazy. Yeah, I guess
Global
that's what
warming
it comes
shit.
from. is
Yeah, the global
environmental,
warming
but-
shit, which is fucking complete
Yeah,
bullshit. But
like you said, NPC people just press the button. That's all they want to do.
Bro, you mentioned you have a daughter. How old is your daughter now?
She just turned 8. That's my best friend.
Yes, that's what I thought. It was just about 8.
Yeah, she's
That's-
solid. She's
bro,
into
that's
riding
crazy.
bikes.
Yeah. Like you're a pretty strict dad. Like what kind of a father? Are you? Like
She
you're
toes
pretty-
the line.
Yeah.
If I tell her to do something, she's doing it. She doesn't really ask. She's like, okay, I understand. She'll ask why to do it, and she figures it out. But she's a great kid. It's like you can see that. I train my dog good, train my kid good, right?
Yeah.
Same thing. So I love her, man. That's my best.
Of course,
friend.
bro. That's like the best gift, man. Kids are amazing, bro. Like, did you change like drastically? Any drastic changes in life when you had her? Did you kind of have like? Of course, everybody has a change of perspective to some point. A lot of people actually, if they're riding bikes, I know some of my homies have a kid and they're like, oh, I gotta sell my bike. It's too dangerous. I'm like, well, that's a bullshit mindset, bro. Because you can fucking slip on a banana peel and fucking die. And I've seen this shit happen. I've seen people walk out in the ice, slip on ice, and fucking literally die, bro. But I seen people that are like the healthiest people and they're super safe and they go up to a fucking hike up the mountain, they have a heart attack, right?
True.
So what kind of mindset do you have towards that?
That one thing, the bike thing, that my dad did that one time before I was born. I think he sold his motorcycle for a bit, and he said he was mad at himself because all he did with the bike was go and get diapers. But so what? You take a year off or 2 years, you don't sell out. So of course my dad's riding bikes again. Long time now since then, but that always sat with me before. So I would never sell out. I still ride motocross, even though it's a little sketchy at sometimes. But having the kid changed your life, changed my life. Sorry, in general. I just like now I have something to live for. And not that I didn't before, but you really, really you have to provide. I think that's the definition of being a man.
Yeah, well, it changes everything. All of a sudden, you become this savage, and you just start fucking thinking about what if this goes down, what if that goes down, and you got everything planned out. You got to keep this little thing safe, no matter what. You know what I mean, bro? That's turns into this these instincts come up for me and a couple of my other buddies. Yeah, but some people, of course, get a little scared. But I believe everybody's got their time in the fucking place that they got to go on. Everybody's got a mission here to do.
Yeah, putting that positivity out, man, with the kids. That's if you have a son, right?
Yeah, bro.
And you know how it is. You're providing, you're making sure, like you just said, that's it. It's like you have something to live for because they got to live on too, right? So take your little legacy on with you.
That's dope. So daily routine, bro. Let's get back to that a little bit. So you wake up. What time do you get up usually, bro? What's the winning fucking routine? What's
6 is like the hot number. I like 6.
Yeah.
It can be earlier or later sometimes, but 6 is my hot number. I think my shit be sitting at 6:08.
you getting 8 hours or 6 hours of sleep? What?
It could be.
Yeah?
Depends what time I go to bed at, man.
Yeah,
That's it. I try to. I like the sleep is important. When you're grinding, things could change, right?
Yeah, of
so
course.
I wish I didn't. If I didn't have staff and other people to take care of course, you would be on that. Get as many hours as you can, 6, 8 hours, 10 hours, whatever you can. I don't know. I would say that really changes my life.
So your days are pretty intense. Like you wake up and you got like, I used to fuck when I used to be really, really busy. Like I'd wake up and I have like 10 people at my door and my phone wanting something from me, right? Like,
right.
So like every day is intense. You take time off, right? You take like, you balance it out, or is it just like go?
I don't really like the balance word so much personally.
Okay.
I'm not that guy. I don't want to like slow down. I'm pretty competitive. I want to keep going.
That's how I am.
6 a.m. I go. One thing I do try not to do now is look at my phone right away. I'll go and I'd like to get up, go in, slam back some water bottles, whatever I'm doing. I got my little water station. I got the pH going up.
Is it reverse osmosis or what is it?
No, not. It's what is that machine? I don't know what they are. It comes in. It's alkaline water machine.
Kennigan?
I can't remember what it is.
Something like that.
It's hooked right to my.
Is it the pyramid fucking scheme one?
No, it's not a pyramid scheme. It's like I think it's like made for like beauty and aqua. You can change what pH level you go to, and then it also what's that air rating thing it does? Hydrogen.
Hydrogen. That's right.
So it kind of comes out like that. So you've got whatever. I got sidetracked there.
yeah.
That's the shit we drink though all the time. My
Yeah.
kid even jams with it. We hook it up to the tap now. It's all plumbed in. So that one, get that. I got the gym at the crib, or we go to the gyms at the other spot. That's been, even when I had the broken leg, I'm still cooking around, getting the upper body going.
You got to move the upper body for sure.
And once I get on that, if I do the gym, I can catch up a little bit in between there, and then get into the showroom or get onto my online stuff. And do a lot of work from the phone, which will keep you going, and meetings, doing appointments, getting that going. Obviously the kid stuff, drop off at school if I need to, whatever it is, back and forth. But the main thing, get up, eat a good breakfast, slam it down. Sometimes I don't eat breakfast, but I'll eat that good lunch, do a little
fasting shit. That's really good for you, bro. Yeah,
So,
I've been doing that. It's great. I love that shit. The clarity you get from that is amazing. I did a 2 12-hour fast the other day back to back, and they were fucking great, bro.
Goes hard.
You can control that hunger. All of a sudden you can control these other like emotions and other cravings and all this other shit that distracts you, right? So
have you done one of the big ones, like these big 72, 76 hours?
I'm scared, bro.
I did one at crazy.
Did?
Yeah, it was sick.
How was it?
Simple.
It's crazy, eh?
Once you go,
it's like fuck whatever.
You're
What's
just
another
attacking it. Yeah, you could really like drive. I think someone would fail at that. You're doing it to yourself. It's a mind thing, right? If you got the mind power, it's like, nah, you just do it. You got to stay hydrated.
Yeah.
So it's not a no water fast like you're in like some sort of protest or something. It's like to your body, but you do feel good, clarity, go in there, and then you can break it. I think I did like 76 or 78 hours by the time I broke it.
Shit,
and
nice.
it was good. You get pretty intense with it, and I heard good things and see all these like promotional things about it, and I feel great about it. I'm about to do another one coming up.
Nice.
And you see everybody on Ramadan, they kind of have a little bit of the same thing. You do realize what you actually need and what you miss. So you get in, you can get on that. Try it out, man. I
know. I will. I'm going to right now. I'm back on blasting, bro. I'm like working out. I'm back on a little bit of test, and I'm just like I put on 12 pounds in 10 days, bro.
Nice.
Muscle. So I just blew up, and I'm eating fucking crazy calories. So once I put a little bit more weight on, then I'll slow down and do like a nice little fast. Bro, what about like partying, bro? Do you drink a little bit of booze, a little bit of vino here and there, or anything like that? Do you party? Did you ever party, bro? Was it ever a thing for you?
Yeah, I started my whole life at the beginning. I started drinking like when I was younger.
Yeah.
So I did that already. We were young. We were trying to get like beers and like 40s and stuff, and hang out at the skate park is where I learned how to do all that. Then as I got a little older, I still enjoy having a beer here and there. I like to have a couple shots of tequila, get down on it, but that's not it's pretty like, it's in between times now.
Yeah.
If I travel, I'll go somewhere. We'll tie up for one night. I don't like going in and where it's like endless and stuff. I don't do drugs and stuff like that where you know, sometimes people can keep going for days. I'm not that
bro,
guy.
that was used to be me. Fuck 2-3 days at a
giver,
time with
right?
a bunch of fucking guys. We're in fucking Mexico or somewhere,
Disco
just
biscuits.
houseboat 3 fucking days, and fucking holy buddy, like things just get weird. You know,
We've all been there. I think if
Yeah.
I do anything crazy, man, I eat mushrooms. Like that's kind of my
Yeah.
go-to. I'll slam quite a bit of mushrooms, I would say, over the course of a year. And I drink a few beers here and there, but a lot of tequila here and there as well if I'm gonna do a little party stunt. But those things, when you have kids, so you can't just be saucing, right?
No,
So
you can't be, bro.
that splits it up. There's a big time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say no to drinking, but I'm gonna regulate it for sure.
Yeah, it's amazing how some people can, like, you know, they're so good at making paper, they can still do fucking coke and stay up and fuck up, and they can still make paper. Like for me, fuck, I gotta be, you know, on point, clean,
Yeah.
like fucking sober, because it affects like any kind of drugs, any kind of substance affects your mindset for like fucking months and months
yeah.
after, bro. You
People
don't
don't
make the
realize
proper decisions, you know. People they think doing coke like once a fucking month is okay. And their life is fucking falling apart around them, you know, and their like emotions and fucking their energy and
Very
shit.
unregulated.
Yeah, bro. So that sucks.
I see that. I got friends like that too. We've all had people fall off and stuff, and I see it. You know, I've seen the direct effects of people just like getting too crazy on the nose wheelies, and they just go down. I think I stopped doing coke when I was 16. I did it my last time. I did it more when I was 15. Then I stopped, and then I did it one more time and tried, and I was like, man, this is
fuck
terrible.
this.
This is terrible.
Yeah, it took me fucking going to prison for a little bit to stop doing that
Right.
shit. You know,
But isn't it crazier in there? I feel like people get party hard in prison.
Well, as soon as my first day in was the intake, bro, it was everything in front of me, bro. I came in, and intake guys just come in with their fucking asses packed with shit.
Yeah.
And there was meth, there was fucking pieces of fucking cardboard or pieces of fucking, like envelope, piece of a letter soaked in fucking meth.
Yeah.
And it was like fucking all kinds, everything was only in
Smoking
front of me. And I
letters.
was like, fuck this. I'm like, you guys just get high and sit in your cells
The
all
whole
day.
time, yeah.
Buddy, like, I want to be with chicks out somewhere. There's no way I'm going to party here with the I've never touched this since, you know? Like,
Wild.
it was just fucking crazy. Guys just get all fucking sketched out and do crazy shit in the pen, bro. Yeah.
No,
Yeah, man.
I hear the stories, man. I didn't realize they were getting rowdy like that. But you could being in there in that mind state, and then you start to get high, man. You cook yourself.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Because
Damn.
yeah, sometimes like a big meth back will come in and the whole gang range that just fucking start lighting their cells on fire and start getting sketched out. They think people are gonna come get them. They're sitting there
Wigging
fucking
out.
shanks, wigging out. They're like, I never touched that kid. I never touched that kid. Guys like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? What are you serious?
Wow.
You know, like shit like that, bro. It's super crazy, man.
Nah, see, cooking your brain, man.
Yeah, buddy.
That's
That was
it.
insane, bro. Okay, bro. So how the fuck did you break your leg, man? Tell us about that.
I was on the bike, just broke it. I came down. I high-sided the Harley drifting, and I just came down, and it broke my...
The bike fell on your knee?
No,
on your
I
leg,
just
or-
ejected. So
Oh.
like drifting, like
Okay.
like sliding.
Okay, slide, and then they kicked you, bucked you off.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
It was a power drift, so I'm throttling and sliding.
Yeah.
I was watching too much of my boys CJ and Seabear. They're slamming through traffic, drifting, little
That's
front brake on, and then
Oh shit.
I went from concrete to asphalt, and my tire was low because on doing wheelies, you like lower a little bit of
Yeah.
PSI in the tire, get some more grip, and my tire was, it's pretty bald at the time too, I think, and I launched and ejected. I came down. I didn't know how high I was, but I guess I was kind of high.
Pretty fucking high.
And then it
'Cause you
came
fucked
down.
that leg up pretty good,
It was
bro.
straight, so there was no spring to it. It just kind of, and then I rolled it out. I was fine after that, but I just was like, damn, I think I broke my leg, and that was it. So
That was
third broken leg now.
That was
so
like 3 months of recovery, hey, bro?
I'm at like 6 or 8.
Oh shit.
Still
Fuck,
not, I'm
man.
like-
So it's a pretty savage fucking bone fracture.
yeah, I'm at 65, probably 70% maybe to swim
Yeah.
and get that. But yeah, you got to keep moving or else you just seize up. I'm into the country life too, man.
Country life is fucking great, bro. Like, I've done that for 8 years, right? Like, I fucking had a quarter section,
Sick.
cows and fucking
Yeah.
chickens, fucking horses, and it was crazy because, like these big animals, they would fucking need so much attention sometimes. My cow is stuck in the fence and just dies. The coyotes eat it. Then I fucking walk out, the horse is laying down in the snow, and then they come and they're like, oh yeah, it's toast. We got to put it down.
Right.
I'm like, all right, I put it down. They give it an injection. They're like, okay, it's like $1,200, and now you got to dig an 8-foot hole and bury it. I'm
Yeah.
like, are you guys fucking serious? I would have just blasted a shotgun and the fucking thing, and coyotes would have ate it. And bones, that's it, man.
Right.
And the ground and frozen, so I have to fucking like get in the excavator, and I had a fucking machinist to be digging holes, and it was nuts. Like my horses break out, and they would just shit all over in the front of my thing, bro, all over my house. So I'd be scooping shit up with a bobcat, bro, like big piles of shit. Like it was just nonstop, and then like, my cat would go missing, and I'll see him, he's all fucked up, ate something, would just die, and I'm just like, it's, you know, my chickens would get eaten by owls, by coyotes. It's like, fuck, it was a crazy life. Every time it snowed, I have to do like a kilometer of driveway, fucking plow to even get out of the fucking, even get out of the property, bro, you know, because you're snowed in, right? So, and I moved downtown, and I was like, fuck this. Now I'm just like, because it's like a fucking half, you know, it's like a part-time job, bro. It's like 20 hours a week to fucking maintain, bro, right?
Just cutting grass, too.
Yeah.
You're like, damn, this shit keeps growing.
You miss a couple of days, you're jungle, and you got to fucking call a big tractor. And I had a 52 deck, which is, you know, bro, it was kind of therapeutic. I like cutting grass.
I know, it feels good to get out there, right?
Bobby, Harley Davidson, Bobby. You guys are big friends,
Bobby,
bro, for a long time.
That's my dad. His dad's my dad's best friend.
Yeah, he told me about that. Yeah, me and him talk about it. He's like, oh, he loves cutting grass, too.
Yeah.
We should do shit about it all the time.
That's it, man.
That's awesome, bro.
Try to keep the nicest grass in town in the summer. We only got a few short months. So
yeah.
Just keep that going. That's funny that you did that. You get a lot of reality experience when you do shit like that.
Yeah, bro. It was
people just think you can just go. We have the cows at the motocross track, and you see it, and then you process it, and then you're like, all right, we're gonna cook these babies up, and we process the whole thing and sell it. Even my daughter, I got her going with the chickens, so I got her seven chickens. We hashed them. They came up. She grew them all the way up. We have 4 roosters, 3 hens. You got to dust the roosters off and get them where they need to be situated. And then you get your eggs, and she goes in the morning, pulls all the eggs out, and then we whip those up. So
yeah, that's the best, bro. That's so much fun, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of fucked up how the chickens, I always thought the chickens get, you know, there's penetration with a fucking rooster. But then no, like that doesn't happen like that. They just fucking drop eggs every day. But if the rooster is around, all of a sudden these eggs become fertile. It's like, I never knew that until I actually had that. It's so crazy, bro. Like, so weird.
Birds are wild, hey?
They're crazy. They're fucking little fucking weirdos. They eat each other too.
Yeah,
they'll see one, they'll peck at one, they'll kill one, they'll eat him. I come back, this fucking half a chicken is eaten. His eyes are all fucking packed out. And these little buddies ate him.
Yeah,
I'm like, you guys ate your buddy. Like,
you gotta nip that at the bud. They do have a pecking order. Them guys is wild.
They're little fucking weirdos, man.
They're like dinosaurs.
They're little dinosaurs, yeah.
They've been around for a long time. You look at those prehistoric looking things, and you can tell, you're like, damn, these things look like them.
That's what they fucking look like.
Yeah,
bro, yeah.
Cool. What about now? You miss the country at all?
I'm gonna get something out fucking somewhere closer to the lake, the Wabaman. Like right now, I'm waiting for one of my buddies beside his property. It's almost about to go up for sale. There's a shitty old house.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to buy that, and just build beside my buddy in Wabaman. Just something.
Sick.
You need something out that way. You know what I mean? Like right now, I got a shop with like, you know, all my side by sides, my boats. Everything is out there, and I have a trailer set up there. So, because I always kind of thinking like, what if shit goes down in the city, something happens? Fuck, I got a bunch of food out there. I got, you know, I can hunt, I can fish, bro. And we just fuck off to, you know, outside the Henday ring, bro. And then you kind of like, that's, you know, that's to keep everybody fed and safe. Like, I don't know, you know, just in case. So I've always kind of have like a little thing set up somewhere.
Yeah.
So it's nice here too to have something outside the city.
Waldman's the closest lake, right?
Yeah, it's like fucking 40 minutes from here, straight up.
We test out there quite a bit. We got the Schaefer snagless lure. So we're out there on the boat quite a bit.
Okay.
Firing off the fish hooks.
Yeah, that's right, bro. Tell me, who the fuck got you into fishing? Because you're a pretty big fisherman. I see you everywhere. You can take like a little fucking stick and tie a string to it, and you'll be fishing
every day, man.
Yeah,
so we catching. My dad taught me to provide like that. That's a big thing. So he's always been fishing his whole life, and he kind of showed us how to fish, and that's it. I just fish all the time with him, and that's it. We have the snagless lure, so it's like our own little company, Schaefer Snagless.
Oh shit, you got another fishing company thing.
Yeah.
What do you guys sell shit?
We have a patent snagless fishing lure.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck that means, but that sounds pretty cool.
I'll show it to you, but we'll put a link. Check out the website, Schaefer Snagless Lures.
Okay.
My dad invented it in the 80s. he broke his back, and he was like, had his problem. He's fishing down here in the river on the white mud, and he's going and his line keep getting snagged, right, with the three barb, and fishing pickerels and jack and stuff. And then he said, hey man, I got to figure this out so I can't get up. So, you want to fish in the weeds, you got to throw it in there. So he made a little cool barb hook that seats into a spoon, and it's snagless, and we fish with it and we sell it, and it's available online right now. It's
Cool. How's it doing? What's the sales like?
It's pretty good. I took it over from my dad. When I first started, that was kind of some of the first stuff I sold. It was like that at garage sales and stuff when I was a little kid, 5 years old. I think I sold them back then for $3.
Oh shit! Yeah,
they're like $20 now, $25, and they're good. It's online. We just kind of launched it, so I'm gonna do some ads now. We're getting into the season up here.
Maybe Amazon too, or what?
Probably not Amazon, but I could put it on there.
It's pretty unique product. If you get it's patented, right? If nobody else fucking has it, then that makes sense.
It's already patented, yeah.
Okay.
That's been, my dad did all that. So we got like prototypes coming on to like 4 or 5. So we'll be releasing those as well, and we're gonna get things popping on it. So
dope.
Yeah, that's a big one. Fishing's fun.
What do you got going on what books have you? What kind of books do you read, bro? Have you read anything you could recommend for people to kind of help with the mindset?
I would say a little bit of when I start getting into reading, I do a lot of micro stuff. I'll read like something published. If I do for a book that I would recommend, Jab, 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 Right Hook, that changed my life, from Gary Vaynerchuk. He's got a few other ones that are on another level with that, but just to understand marketing, if you can market anything yourself or whatever we've done with our business, it's all come from marketing. All the sales come from marketing, whether it's just shaking someone's hand and doing that, but the content that we produce, you got to put it out there. So I would say the top one, Jab, 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 Right Hook, changed my life.
Fuck, dope. I got to check that one out. I've never heard about that one before. For me, the big one was that Joe Dispenza, like Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. Like I read that in the pen, and it's just like how he explained like the kind of chemical process that goes inside your body when you like become reaction emotions and stuff. It's like the fucking chemicals that shoot in there and you fucking react. It's already pre-programmed, and like you can't even help it. You're being taken for a ride. It's really helped me to identify that physical activity that goes inside your body when you're having these fucking things. So that was a big one for me. So that's pretty cool.
Did you feel that when you got locked up, that when you started reading those books, that where you really started to like, okay, I'm turning over a new page?
No, that was when I fucking had a gun gem on my face, bro. And the guy fucking pulled in, boom, and I was like, holy shit. And then
prior or after prison?
That was before prison. That was a few years before that. That was a big fucking moment for me. I realized that I got to do something else with my life, and I just started meditating, and like this crazy shit started happening to me. I started like fucking seeing shit, bro, and like just physically like seeing, like, I mean, a lot of number sequences kind of, led me to my fucking first Reiki teacher and all this shit. And now what about religion, bro? Do you go to church? Do you believe in God? What is your outlook on that?
I never grew up like that. Funny thing is I went to a Catholic school growing up. That was my only choice. So I learned about it. I knew about it. I wouldn't say I'm an atheist at that point. Even when I was a kid, I knew all about religion. I'd go do all the stuff. I don't have a very good practice on it, but the older I get now, I learn more about other people's religions and everything. I would say the last 10 years, I've taken in a lot more and I understand it. So I do have a strong general direction that, hey, we're doing stuff for positive. What religion it is doesn't matter to me. I see a lot of people doing good, identifying good things and the good traits. Hey, this is to kind of operate for a larger sum of people. There's more people, whether you're, Muslim people, it's just like God knows, my buddy says that.
Yeah.
So you can say, no matter who's looking at you, you always have someone looking at you. You already know, so you're just gonna act better, and it's gonna be more positive outcome.
So, do you like what is it for you? Like the higher power, the universe? What is it? Like what? I
never really got so deep in it, but higher power would probably be the best. Like I would say we're
like the higher power. There's something more intelligent than you that kind of made us, created the Matrix, right? It has to be because it's so like
crazy.
Everything is fucking Matrix right now. We're made out of fucking mathematical equations. No matter how random things seem, like leaves on the tree, it's all mathematically precisely designed, right?
It's deep.
Yeah, and then they zoom in and then they find pixels, bro.
Yeah.
And then they find that these atoms and fucking all these molecules, they'll just like, they fucking materialize out of nowhere when they're being observed. Right? So like straight out the fucking Matrix sounds like a fucking video game to me, bro.
Straight
You
up.
know what I mean?
You see, if you really think about in a larger process, I thought about this yesterday, and you plug in a car. Now we got plug-in cars, right? You plug in gas into your other thing. You got to plug something in. Then a baby's growing in someone's tummy. You got to plug that thing in, and then it starts growing too. So the thing just tripped me out, and I'm like, we don't really need to plug in, but we just like feed ourselves, and then you just keep growing and like changing, which is nuts, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how deep you can get. Pretty deep on
Yeah,
that.
you
subject.
can get, yeah. Oh, buddy, that's a fucking rabbit hole.
Yeah.
So what about like the public education system right now? What do you got your daughter at? Is she going to like more of a private sector? What do you think about this whole situation?
Yeah, from my knowledge of it, I mean, I like the smaller learning of what people are, and you're on it. I think what we have in North America is not as, I don't think it's as advanced as you can
it's
get.
trash, bro. Let's just be honest.
So,
it's complete fucking bullshit. There's
yes.
more and more per days every year. It's just getting worse and worse.
It's kind of wild. Then the thing I see everybody fighting like back and forth politically, like the teachers need this, so they go on this political party, votes for them, and then this side is like, no, but we can just pay for better teachers, and then it just like causes this thing. So if you're a teacher, if you're paying them shit, they're probably gonna be shit, because if you have to live, a lot of people will be like, no, I can make more money doing this. They're not gonna go there, even though they're a smarter person. They're not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna be a teacher. So that kind of sucks. But whenever we do get a good teacher, I'm just kind of getting the bit at the beginning of the school process. But I know a smaller class, more one-on-one training, whether it's swimming lessons I'm paying for or gymnastics, for instance, like for your kid. If you have a one-on-one, you're gonna get more success out of it.
Night and day, bro.
So that's what I am a big believer in, that if you can find a private school or afford to do it, it's good. It's better to do it.
Yeah, I do have great respect for teachers. I mean, some of them are true teachers. That's what they're being called to do. And it's just unfortunate because they feel that way. They can't afford to live and blah, blah, blah. And all that shit is pretty sad. Okay, bro. Well, we'll just fucking probably wrap it up here. What do you just give us like a little speech, give us like a little advice towards fucking maybe some younger generation, fucking, people that look up to us, like what can we fucking tell them what's up,
Yeah, let's keep, man, right now, everybody sees it. There's a lot of people that don't really want to work and they still want to get paid. But if you are the disciplined person, like we said at the very beginning, you stay in discipline and you're driving yourself and you're being consistent, you're going to win, and just keep going. On the hard days, keep going. You only lose when you quit. That's the biggest thing that a lot of people take. They say, oh, I'll start something new. I'll start something new. You can keep resetting, restarting, resetting. Focus on some shit. Be disciplined. Be consistent. And have your integrity. Back it with integrity. And passionately finish this and do it. Your passion. You'll make money. You'll get a good network. And then you'll be able to move on to your next thing. I'd say that's the biggest thing I would say for people right now. Man, get consistent and be disciplined at whatever the hell you choose to do. If you like it, do it. You're going to last longer at doing it, and just stay with it.
Exactly. Don't be a piece of shit while you're doing it.
Yeah.
Service to others, fucking help each other out. Fuck.
That's a good analogy of that one. I see people building, when you want to be building the tallest building. So there's two ways to do it. You can either build the tallest building by like physically build the tallest building, or you can just build a mediocre building and then tear everybody else around you. So pick which one you want to be. I think one side's a loser, and then the other, you can just actually, you did it. And then that's how you get to the next level.
Nice, bro. Yeah. Should we give a little quick shout out? What's up with next Friday? How's that shit coming along?
Yeah, next Friday, that's one
of
our...
I'm gonna have the boys. I'm gonna have the boys on here pretty quick here too.
Go. Next Friday, the brand, man. It's that's some real trap house shit.
You guys got a nice fucking facility set up, bro. It's pretty impressive what they got fucking pulled together there, man. It's a big operation, over there, bro.
Yeah, that's huge. 10,000. There's like, it's room after room after room.
Yeah, I've been on the tour. We got a little investment going on with them too.
Nice. The legal market is really weird in that side of things.
Is. Yeah.
It's hard to generate money, but
it's tough, bro.
It comes back to the brand, man. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That branding and marketing, you just got to brand something. There's only value in a brand. People will pay whatever for the brand, and then you'll be able to actually provide a good service for somebody or product. So that's what this is about, is being the best. really in line with the jewelry. I want to make the best jewelry. I don't want to make regular everyday jewelry.
Yeah,
I want to make the best.
you guys did set it like a new standard around here for the jewelry game. That's for sure. So
Hell yeah.
So the boys over here, they're very specific. Next Friday goes back, day when the Roots, that movie and kind of the whole culture too. So it's pretty catchy.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, that's the one of the other shout out to the homies next Friday.
Yeah.
All
Sam,
the boys,
Gavin,
Dow, and
have you on
everybody.
here. Fuck yeah.
Thanks for having me on, man.
Yeah, bro. That was awesome.
Appreciate
Thanks
that.
for coming, bro. That was fucking sick, man.
Yeah. Yeah, we can get into next ones. We'll get into a little bit more, and we just say, hey,
Fuck,
we'll
let's
just
have everybody on here, man.
Yeah.
Let's have the whole fucking team, right?
Exactly. Everybody's got a little experience. Dow's lived like 4 lives, legitimately.
Yeah.
He's been a world traveling rapper.
Yeah.
When I was in grade 3, this motherfucker was on MTV and Much Music.
Shit.
In rap videos. So do you know the group Mood Rough?
Yo.
So that's a Dow Jones. So you're just like, what the hell? I was literally in grade 3.
It's like a lot of meme. Why didn't we meet earlier? Yeah, this is grade 3. That was on MTV.
Dude just turned 50, so he's been around the block.
Shit,
man.
hey, bro.
Yeah.
He looks young, bro. He
does,
looks good for
you can't
fucking
tell.
50, man.
He's been a world DJ. He's like a Shadyville DJ.
Yeah.
He's done all that. And he's a jeweler. Prior to that, I don't know what else he was doing, but like,
Fuck, I gotta have that motherfucker.
Yeah, he's
on
an
as well,
interesting
man. I gotta
dude.
hear that fucking story. He's an interesting dude. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, Khalil's on it too. Smoke. He's on like I've known Smoke since we were 14. So
Yeah,
it's been a long time.
He's a
with
cool
that.
dude. He's done a little time, man. He's pretty well spoken. I see that little
Yeah,
thing. He talks
he's doing a lot of changing too.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah. He's
Dow and I took him under his wing. I think he was doing some fucking roofing job. And I was like, dude, you can't just be out here crackhead roofing and expect to not be back in prison.
Yeah.
There's only like this much fucking
There's only
room.
so much you can fucking take in top
Yeah.
of the roof cooking, right, bro? Like, I mean, that's something that has to be done. We need the roofers for sure, but fuck,
Yeah, 100%. No, I
Yeah.
just thought of his thing where he's at. I'm like, yo, listen, man, like this is a refined lifestyle. Like you do not want to live like this when you're on thin ice already, because they'll call you back like real quick.
Yeah.
I think it's in their best interest to just make money off that shit now in the system. Once you get in, it's hard to leave, right?
Yeah.
I see both sides of the fence. I have some clientele, and then all of a sudden they're just gone.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the heck happened to this guy?
Bro, do you got a crazy story about some fucking jewelry shit that was like that's
Damn.
happened? Or something funny or something crazy, bro?
Let me think what I could like. It's not me to tell half the stories. Right?
Yeah.
I would say one thing that I did notice, like the consistency of people is it's up and down with that industry. Like those clients who were like, oh, you do all the rapper stuff. A lot of rappers want to be drug dealers, and it's like their hobby or something.
Nah, bro, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
But it must be like when you want to be a rapper, you're getting all the attention and stuff. But as a drug dealer, like I'm sure when you pull up to the party and you got like the party favors, like you got snacks for everybody, everybody's gonna be like, yo, you're the man.
You're
like,
the man, bro. Everybody's
already
following you
dapped
around.
up.
And a fucking lineup of chicks fucking with a
See?
big plane of coke.
Yeah.
Fuck, let's go.
So I think that's where those two people kind of connect, and then you want to be the man, and that's it. But when it's up and down, when I see the clients come in, they get their money up or something, they're able to, do a wire transfer or do a nice, buy themselves a chain. But I see it, and then they're still doing that lifestyle, and then all of a sudden they're just down, and they're like, hey, I got to sell this, and that shit hurts. I see that, and I'm like, damn, dude, like I want to tell them, like you could take your smart business mentality and actually apply it to just anything type of thing.
Fucking anything else, bro.
Yeah, whatever. Even if it's just a gym membership guy, like you're just the gym trainer guy, and you just like went hard on that, and then had like 5 trainers, like you have 5 runners, and then you're just like running the gym. You could amass a fortune if it's for money. And then they're like, nah, but I'm not the man or something. I don't know. You can't tell them when they're kids. It's hard to.
Bro.
I see it. I've seen it up and down. But yeah, I don't know. I got clients that are made it and clients that haven't made it. But I can't say I have a client that's really made it without like that in that industry.
Was there any kind of like a fucking almost like a fuck up or something, and like some shit was like?
I've seen, you know what, the weirdest, craziest one, I'm going to talk about this one. So these dudes are so sketched out, some of them, and a lot of them I've never met them. They call online, or they're on the thing, and they live out east, or they live in the States somewhere, and they'll message you and they'll order something. I never meet them in person. I haven't, and I'll go and I see them. on the internet, and they're all, you know, you can't tell who their face is and shit. You're like, what the hell? If they order something on the website, right? So they're living some sort of a weird lifestyle. You already know. So this one client, this is kind of recent. He ordered a ring. He bought the ring. We pack up our rings. So our rings have these little light boxes in them, right? And the light box ring, you open it up and it shines a light on the ring.
Oh, fuck, nice, bro.
So
That's so sick.
Yeah, it's cool. It's like,
bro, mine never came with that, bro.
I got you, man. So you go into we ship it out, it comes in, and then the guy opens it. And then like 2 days later, kid you not, there's a phone call. Dude's like under pressure and he's on the phone. He's like, hey man, tell us what's going on. Tell me again, like you sent me this ring and this and that. So I guess what happened was in his car, he had the ring. He must have opened the package in his car and he opened it up and he was going and he had the box in the center console. And the guy looked in it, one of his like other people that he was buying maybe something off of or something, looked in it and then kind of like ushered him and gave him a little bit of I'm trying to shorten this up. He had him under some intense situation. And the guy found the box and there's like wires and shit in it. And he thought it was a bug, dude. Yeah, man.
Holy shit.
He thought he was getting recorded and the box is in the center console or something in this vehicle. And the guy's like, no, man, I just bought a ring.
Yeah.
So the guy's like, I don't know if he had a gun to his head or what, but he called. He's like, man, you got to tell him like what happened. You got to tell him all this shit. And I was like, dude, this guy's sketched out, you know?
But he's just got a fucking strap to his fucking door. You better fucking explain this real quick, buddy. Like, let's see.
He sounded intense. Like, it was like under some heat. There was some pressure in the situation when he called. And I was like, I don't know if he's tied up in a room or in his car
fucking
or what.
Something, bro.
The guy's like, so he's got a bug. He's a
little
speaker
light
or something.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, there's a couple wires with a battery and shit. And I was just like, oh man, this guy's totally getting geared up right now because. So
yeah, bro.
That's pretty funny.
That's a pretty good one, bro.
Living sketched out, right?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Wild shit, but yeah, we can wrap it, man. It's good. That was sick, man. Appreciate you big time,
bro. Awesome.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Thank you, brother.